Claire Peterson is very nearly separating from her husband Garrett after he was found cheating with his secretary. She throws him out and it causes a break between the two of them and their child Kevin. Claire's closest friend Vicky Lansing urges her to sign the divorce papers right away and leave Garrett for good. On Kevin's birthday, Garrett appears for supper. He welcomes Claire and Kevin to a fishing trip following an excursion for work he's taking in San Francisco. Claire declines the greeting, however allows Kevin to join his dad. She is still a bit wounded by the trickiness. Claire is preparing to take Kevin out when their carport entryway stalls out. Claire goes to push it open and is helped by a young fellow named Noah Sanborn. He is the nephew of Claire's wheelchair-bound neighbor. Noah offers to assist with fixing the carport entryway. He goes with Kevin to the home improvement shop. After they leave, Noah's uncle tells Claire that Noah's parents died the previous year. The young men stroll to the hardware store, and Kevin discovers that Noah will go to a similar secondary school as him, where Claire is a teacher. After they get their stuff, Kevin sees a young lady from his school that works there named Allie Callahan. He really likes her, however is too nervous around her. Noah convinces him to go up and converse with her. As Kevin goes to pay, Noah acquaints himself with Allie. Minutes later, three troublemakers on skateboards come in and disturb Kevin in front of Allie and Noah. Noah spends a time with Kevin while his uncle is in the medical clinic. Claire welcomes him to eat with them and Vicky. Afterward, Noah offers a book to Claire. He sees a couple of stilettos that Claire keeps in a box, which she says were a gift from Vicky. Noah remarks that the shoes are for ladies who attempt to be attractive, and that Claire doesn't have to attempt. He is sorry for sounding excessively forward. With Kevin and Garrett away on their trip, Claire is preparing to go out. She glances through the window and sees Noah naked in his room. Noah realizes Claire is watching him, however she takes cover behind the curtains. Claire goes on a twofold date with Vicky and her sweetheart Ethan, and with his pal Coupe at a restaurant. Claire sees Coupe looking at a waitress. Coupe is a douche that affronts Claire's affection for classic literature and calls her a firework when she protects her opinion. Claire leaves the cafe and returns home. Noah calls Claire and tells her he tried thawing out a chicken in a microwave. He requests that she come over and assist him with cooking it appropriately. She decides to go and remaining to eat the chicken with him after they cook it. Noah keeps on playing with Claire, and keeping in mind that she is intrigued, she feels it would be wrong. Noah begins to kiss her and fondle her, leaving her incapable to resist. They end up having exceptionally sex. The following morning, Claire begins to regret what happened in the night. She lets Noah know what they did was wrong. But it drives him so mad that he punches a wall and bloodies his knuckles. Kevin and Garrett get back from their outing. They eat with Claire, when Noah shows up minutes later. Claire gets a plate of cookies, and Noah asks Claire whether she let the folks know what occurred while they were not around. She says there was a major rainstorm, to which Noah comments that it got wet around there. Kevin offers Noah a cookie, and Noah answers, "I love your mom's cookie." The school year starts, and as Claire starts her first class, the principal comes in and tells her that Noah is joining their class. Kevin and Noah keeps hanging out, regardless of Claire beginning to feel awkward with Noah. Noah takes Kevin to the forest with a weapon that belongs to his uncle. He sets up a line of oranges and exploits Kevin to hate his dad for cheating his mother. In the night at the dinner table when Garrett comes over, Kevin yells at him. Kevin joins Noah at the school gym, and he takes out his disappointment on a punching bag. Kevin overexerts himself and begins to go into shock. Noah hurries to the locker and gets Kevin's EpiPen. He sticks it in Kevin's leg and recovers him. Vicky presents to Claire a few blossoms at work, the two of them believe came from Garrett. Claire calls him and he denies sending anything. Claire figures that Noah sent them. She goes and talks to him in the gym. Claire pushes Noah without noticing there is a teacher watching. Claire and Garrett go out on the town, and he begins to get handsy with her. She is still unhappy with the affair, yet Garrett really needs to begin new. Noah sees this, and he furiously goes up against Claire about it the following morning. Kevin gets them, and since he's not happy with his parents, he rides to school with Noah. Jason and his mates head toward Kevin and bug him. Kevin moves forward to face Jason when Noah comes in and kicks Jason into the locker before more than once pummeling his head against it. Vicky runs in to separate the battle, but she gets pushed by Noah. He is pulled off by another teacher. Noah is sent to the principal's. Vicky says the school never got Noah's record from his past school since he was thrown out for sloppy conduct. Accordingly, Noah speaks bad words to Vicky. She lifts her hand to strike him. Noah gets it. Vicky expels him and Noah leaves. Claire chaperones the fall fling and leaves Kevin with Allie. Allie enlightens Claire concerning the boys' bathroom. She goes to switch the sink off and sees in letters on the wall, "I screwed Claire Peterson." Noah rises up out of the dark and attempts to force Claire, but he gets kicked. And Claire advises him to avoid her and Kevin. The following day, Claire's students are kept out of the class. She leaves her students outside and finds many pictures all around the classroom showing her and Noah having sex, with considerably more being printed out. Claire turns off the printer and wildly attempts to hide the photos as the principal appears. She opens the entryway for the understudies to come in. The principal talks to Claire over her recent behavior, and he tells her of what he heard about her with Noah in the gym. Garrett gets Kevin from school to drive his vehicle home. Kevin drives it furiously, still angry towards his father. He goes very fast and can't stop since the brakes are out. Kevin almost hits two vehicles until Garrett assists him with steering into a column of water containers on the road. Claire gets back and sees the imprint in Garrett's vehicle. Garrett and Kevin don't let Claire know what occurred and guarantee her they're both fine. She finds them watching the TV with Noah. Noah follows her into the kitchen where she tells him about the photos. Noah tells her he took a video of their night together, and on the off chance that she needs it, she needs to go to his home. Claire goes over later at night, however Noah promises to give the video only if Claire keeps sleeping with him. She denies and leaves. Claire tells Vicky the whole story and requests her help. She advises Claire to get into Noah's home and look for the tape. Noah follows Claire's car, however he sees Vicky driving. He turns his vehicle around. Vicky calls Claire while she is breaking into Noah's home. She finds the camera hidden behind the clock. Into the basement she finds many pictures of herself all over the wall. She looks into Noah's laptop and deleted all video and picture records. She spots two different records with pictures of brakes, suggesting that Noah was the one that cut the brakes out of Garrett's vehicle, as well as from a minivan. She goes back upstairs and gets frightened when Noah's uncle appears. She runs back home. Claire talks to detective and discovers that Noah's parents were killed in a car accident after his father steered into a truck. She is taken to the remaining parts of the vehicle and figures it's a similar minivan recorded in Noah's laptop. At night Noah calls Kevin and tells him to go to Vicky's house. Noah has Vicky tied up and choked. Noah calls Claire and uses a recording of Vicky's voice to make her come over. Claire chaperones the fall fling and leaves Kevin with Allie. Allie enlightens Claire concerning the boys' bathroom. She goes to switch the sink off and sees in letters on the wall, "I screwed Claire Peterson." Noah rises up out of the dark and attempts to force Claire, but he gets kicked. And Claire advises him to avoid her and Kevin. Noah takes Claire to an outbuilding house where he has both Garrett and Kevin tied up. Noah threatens to kill them unless she promises to stay with him. She snatches a wrench and whacks him with it. She goes to Kevin and attempts to untie him. Noah moves up and pulls Claire away. Noah throws kerosene around Garrett and Kevin. Claire pushes him and makes him drop the lighter. The barn house gets in fire. Garrett gets himself free and wraps the rope over Noah's throat. Noah takes his gun and shoots Garrett in the chest. Claire takes Kevin's EpiPen and hits Noah's eye. When she tries to untie Kevin, still Noah keeps on fighting her. Kevin breaks the rope and whacks Noah with a block of wood, and Noah pushes him off. Noah points his gun at Kevin. But Claire managed to pull a switch that drops an engine on Noah and kills him. Claire and Kevin pull Garrett up and leave the burning barn house. The police show up on the scene. The paramedics wheel Garrett into the ambulance with Claire and Kevin riding by his side. Claire assures Garrett all will be well and they're finally going home.